Hey there, Soulshines. It's Michelle here from So Magical Michelle Creates, and it is a creative expression podcast style, I guess. Oh, what was it that Cheyenne called it the other day? Clog or something like that, because it was a video log, and so we were like knitting or crochet log. Anyway, I talk about works in progress. If I have finished objects, I talk about those. Life updates, if we have book updates, all the things. So there's always chapter links, and if I talk about a pattern, or you can see a pattern in the background, snake and the mandala have patterns. This is not, because I kind of made it as I went. But if there is a pattern, I definitely will share it in the links below. And like I said, there will be chapters. So before we get going too much further, remember to hook that subscribe button, knit the like button, and leave some yarn in the comments. All right. Updates on anything. I have no finished objects. I have an almost finished object. It's right here. It's my tithing project. I've been making soap sacks. And I'm really actually excited about the fact that this has eyelets, because the pattern I'm using is kind of done in a double knit, where you basically are working flat back and forth, but you knit, slip, knit, 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 slip across one side, turn it, knit, slip across the other. And when you're knitting, you're working on the side that is away from you, which is why it's a purl, even though you worked stockinette. So it's a reverse stockinette is what you're creating. But when I was knitting, I was actually knitting on the back side and then turning and knitting on the back side, which is a little unique. And because I was doing that and doing kind of both sides at the same time, I was not positive if my little eyelets were actually going to work, and they did. So I'm extra excited about it. I need to weave in ends and make a drawstring for this, and it will be done. So I'm excited about that. I probably won't show this next week because I don't even know. I might just take this after I weave it in and make that the drawstring, and not even worry about like all the chaining or anything like that. So we'll see. But anyway, that's all that's left for that one. It is a drawstring, and I'm excited about that. That puts me up to 3 soap socks. Maybe I will get one done next week too. I don't know. This one I pulled out and I just kind of did the last inch of it, and that was it. I haven't really been in the crochet and knit mood on Sundays much, so I'm not getting very far on tithing projects. And a soap sack, that information will be below. You make a little bag. There's crochet or knit that the homeless or anybody else that they give them to that are in need can carry a bar of soap, and it can either just be used to carry around their soap, or they can also use this as a washcloth kind of thing. So, and you make them from as close to 100% cotton as you can. But like I have some that's like 85% cotton and 15% polyester. That would work. Bamboo would work. But they do want to kind of keep it in the cotton, because then the cotton will work for a washcloth and that kind of thing. Anyway, so those are those. The question is, okay, I know I blocked the penguin, but I haven't sewed it on the bag, and that is a thing. I will do that. I'm recording this on Monday, and I'm thinking it will be scheduled later in the week. But tonight we do our live, and I'm like, if nothing else, I will bring my needle and thread and sew the penguin onto the bag tonight, because it's June 30th. It has to be done today. I mean, I can enter just the panel, which I did block, so it's, closer, but Let me look and see if I have done anything. Nope. I've not done anything on the socks. So I will just not even really talk about those. I have some micro crochet projects that are moving nowhere. I have not done enough on my blanket to say I have. I'm a little frustrated and disappointed with myself when it comes to my knitting, my schedule, everything. It just, I don't know. I did work on my crochet project for Decade Divas, so I am excited about that. Can't show you that. Can't even tell you what that is. So yeah. I have 3 presents that I need to try to get done this week. Plus, I finished editing a picture for a new journal. And I'm going to actually be coloring that one for the cover. So that is part of my goal today, is to get a portion of it colored today, finish coloring it tomorrow, get the proof ordered this week, and if all goes well, I will receive the proof on Monday, which will be my daughter's birthday, and then I can show her the proof and order her. If she likes it, if she has suggestions, we can change it, things like that. But we've been keeping it on the hush-hush. But hoping that I do have the proof on her birthday, so I can say, here's what we got you. Do you want it lined or do you want it blank? And let her go from there. But we're so excited because we're like this close to having that book done. So that, along with 3 presents, those are kind of my main creative, like, get them done. I edited the penguin for our little animals book that I've been working on for months now. I'll put the little penguin in the slideshow for the Magical Mail. As of watching this, you have missed the deadline if you haven't already turned it in. I know I have a list of emails that I haven't even looked at that came in between yesterday and today, so I'm excited about that. And I haven't recorded the official announcement video, but I'm recording that when I get done here, and I'm not sure whether this one came out first or that one came out first, but I will put a link down below so that you can go see the official announcement video for July's. I'm working with Deb, and she chose the theme, and she has a prize picked out, and I'm really excited. I have chose my project. I need to figure out where my yarn is for that and a couple other projects, so I'm really excited. Okay. So I've kind of talked about the Magical Mail. I talked about what's going on. Let's talk about today's June 30th. As I'm recording this, tomorrow it starts July 1st, and it actually starts a new quarter if you look at the year as quarters, which is a great time to start a new, like, 3-month goal. And so I've actually kind of got 3 going, and hoping beyond all hope that I can work on them. And a part of that I'm hoping will actually open up the way for me to get all of the other things that I need to be done. So I'm trying time blocking. I haven't liked it in the past, but I've also been working with myself and clearing up the whys and just like what comes up when I think about time blocking, and is that really true, that kind of thing. So I'm working on that. Today was one of my first days. I'm way off on my times, but not in a way that I'm getting upset, because I'm still kind of staying fairly on task. I got my fridge cleaned out. Yay! That was a big deal. And recorded and published the announcement winner for last week's podcast video 100. Oh my gosh, guys, I can't believe today is 101. 101 Dalmatians. So I'm taking some extra steps for my learning my Old English. I'm adding a step. I'm working through the Gospels. I just finally finished chapter 1 of Matthew. And I have a goal because I missed a whole bunch with the craziness of life there for a while. I missed a whole bunch. We went like a month without studying Old English. And we're surprised at how much we remembered because we read Oswald Bada together at night, Cheyenne and I. I study the Gospels in the morning, and then now I'm trying to, in the middle of the day, like so there's a couple of YouTubers that make stories and things like that. So I try to find them to listen to. And even if I don't fully understand what they're saying, I think it's really fun to hear how people pronounce it, and like look for words I know and things like that. And so that's my new thing that I'm adding. And so I've kind of given myself some benchmarks of where I want to be at the end of July, at the end of August, and the end of September. How far I would love for Cheyenne and I to be through Oswald and things like that. So we've got that going. And then I am a part of a program that I've been in for like 5 months. And there's a portion of the program that's a home study program, and I really haven't been doing much with it. So that's one of my goals over the next 3 months, is just to really like hone in and do that and work on it and experience some deep changes in my life. So I'm excited for that one. And then I have been putting off some decluttering, and so that's another one, and I have some goals. Starting tomorrow, there's a shed outside I need to clean. I might do some pictures before and after kind of stuff that I'll throw in these videos maybe, or make a separate video for people who want to watch that kind of content or something. I don't know, but I will. That's one of my things I'm working on. So those are like my 3 main goals, while also keeping up my appointments with God and taking care of my body and learning to make bread. Oh yeah. And I don't know if I told you last week, I broke out in hives from kneading dough. So yay for allergies. And I was like, I would love a stand mixer. Well, we're going to go into a weirdly cool life update. Cheyenne and I were talking a while back about what I would like my kitchen table to look like. Because the kitchen table that we've had is too small for our family of 6. It's an octagon, which is fun. And I've had it since my oldest was 3 and he is 32. So we've had it for a while, which isn't a problem, but it's like designed to have a leaf, but we never had a leaf for it, so it's just really too small. Our chairs, they were metal, and the nails and stuff were poking through. They needed to be refinished. It's something desperate, and it's not in my skill set, it's not in my time to be able to refurnish those, all that kind of stuff. So I was just talking to Cheyenne about what I would want for a table. And I was like, I have here I would be satisfied at least while we're living here for this. And then this is like my dream table. So I have these 2 levels of tables that I have. And last week, somebody posted in a neighborhood group that the gentleman had passed away a few months ago after years of battling with cancer, and the wife, they think she's had a stroke or something, and they ended up putting her in an assisted living center. And so they were having a basically free estate sale, and they'd posted this table and chair set. And I was like, oh, I would love that. And a part of me is like, yeah, but I never get the things that I asked for. And I was like, And then the other part of me was like, just reach out. Just reach out. So I texted her and I said, hey, if that table's available, I would love it. And she told me that she needed to check with somebody else because somebody else whose daughter is getting married is interested, and she would let me know what table they were wanting and everything. Well, because there was 2 tables and that person took a smaller table. She was going to be, a husband and wife and no kids and that kind of thing. And the other was like, it's a circle with like 2 wide leaves kind of thing that go in it. And it has 10 chairs. And I ended up getting them. So I now have my, here's, this would be a nice table. This would be my dream. I have my nice table. I'm still waiting for my dream one, but I want that to be with my future house kind of thing. So it's okay. It's perfect, actually. So now we have a table in there. We have an extra leaf because it does not fit in our kitchen with 2 of them in. And we have 4 chairs to figure out where to put in the house, but 6 around the table. And we have room, and it's amazing. And then we got all kinds of things. We got a cast iron pan. We got some knitting supplies. There is a tatting shuttle. Cheyenne accidentally got it because she just I don't know what else in here. I'm just going to take this. It had a bunch of crafting stuff, and there's a tatting shuttle in there, and she's like, I will let you borrow it. She doesn't even know what tatting is, but I've wanted to learn. So I might be showing that soon because I'm going to try that. So there's just all kinds of things, kitchen things and different things, but one of the things is a compact stand mixer. There are some challenges with it. Number 1, the dough hook is missing, but the dough hook is like $30, so I could probably get it. And number 2, and this is the real problem, is that when you turn it on, it goes on for a couple seconds and then turns off. So I need to reach out to the company that makes these and say, hey, this is what's happening. Any ideas what I can do to fix this? Because I do know that to repair that would be way cheaper than getting the equivalent in a thing. It's a Bosch, so they are not cheap. But I'm so excited about that. It came with like a slicer shredder attachment. It came with a blender attachment. It came with a meat grinder attachment. I saw that there is a wheat grinder and a roller for rolled oats attachments you can get. And I'm just like, whoa, yeah. The people who gave it to me are going to keep an eye out, and if they see a dough hook or anything else that goes with it, they're going to let me know. And it's really exciting. So that's a fun thing. The update on the van. He worked on it. He's not done. He is having challenges trying to figure out how to get the battery cable in with the way the wires all twist. Once he's got that done, then he can fuse all the wires together, all the ones that were broken. He doesn't want to do it until that main wire is in because of the he needs to know how they'll have to go around the battery wire. Sorry, like my brain just kind of totally went out there. I hope that he can get the wires done tonight, because if he can get the wires done and then it will work, then the next time he gets a chance to work on it, he will change the oil for me. And there's another little thing that he's gonna see if he can fix, but hopefully all the wires get fixed and I get my van back by this weekend. That's my hope. I'm praying for it. I would love your prayers for it, because the van died on May 23rd. Today's June 30th. It has been a very, very, very hard month one of the darkest I've had, but I'm doing really good because I've also had one of the deepest clearings and healings that's just changed everything for me. But at the same time, I'm still really emotional right now because I was really hoping to get my van back this weekend. But I do have people giving us rides and we're being taken care of. But it's hard. It's hard. And I'm just so emotionally tired and drained. I didn't sleep well last night, but I'm happy now underneath it all. And that's different. And I'm excited about that. But I'm also overwhelmed because, like I said, I've got all these goals and all these things to try to do. When the shed's done decluttering, which hopefully it only takes this week and it can be done with that, then I will be working on some other places in my home. I can't remember the order I have them in, but I really want to get like good decluttering. My friend was able to move in early to her home, which was a blessing. And there was something else I was just gonna say. Oh, we had issues with the secondary water. There was a little pipe thing. I fixed it myself. I was able to get that fixed, and finally this morning I was like, hey, I tried to get somebody to come out a week ago to turn on my water and they didn't come. Could you please send somebody out? And guess what? A kid watered my yard today. So we started this morning, then there's like a no water zone of time. And so as soon as that time is up today, I'm gonna have kids like rotate water tonight while I'm doing my live. And I especially want that because fireworks start tomorrow. People can start doing fireworks legally, and with such a dry yard, that was scaring me. And so now we can get that wetted down really well. And I think that's it for today, guys. I'm sorry I don't have a lot of fun things to show you. I'm hoping that next time I can say, hey, look, here's my thing. Be watching. I don't think I'm going to be able to get the Penguin Mal recorded this week. That's probably going to be on next week's thing, but I will get the announcement video. Should be out. It's either came out the day before this or the day after this, or it's like somewhere is when it's coming out. That kind of thing.
Hey, beautiful. You've got a text message.
I've got a text message. Anyway, remember to let your light shine through your creations, whether they be knitting or crochet or tatting or anything else, whatever it be. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.